Denver, Colorado is ready for Arena Series number 4. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. We're going to get ready to get started here in Denver, Colorado. If you look at the lineup, and here the racing for the timing racing competition, since the venue cannot provide, two truck racing, so it's going to be a timing racing competition going on right there as we get ready to go. Our first competition of the night, here comes Junior in El Toro Loco. Let's see who's going to do the race. My favorite part is they add these crush cars just because to give them support, how to make them turn and stuff like that. How it's easily to get it up right there. And into the final turn, looks like Junior's trying to get in there. And it looks like he's having trouble to get to that turn right there because he has to get inside the car. And to the jump right there. And the timing system is going to be 17:68. That is the timing record for El Toro Loco for now. So 17:68, let's see if he can make it shorter. If any drivers can make it longer, that means Junior will win. But the problem is, how other drivers are. They can try to catch up right there. What a good race out there by Junior and El Toro Loco. He did everything he can out there to show it up right there. And that was a great race out there. Here comes Chicken Little and Gravedigger for the first time ever in his first season. He's been driving the CRD chassis. Normally he drives the original old school chassis from the original Gravedigger, but now he's in the CRD chassis. And it looks like he's getting ready to get up right there into the final turn. And he's trying to do his best. His main goal is to not to hit the cars. And it looks like not really the way he wanted because the car's going to slow him down. 15:17 is his timing record. Not bad right there by Chicken Little, or Ace as his real name. He did everything he can, I'll give him that, he's just trying to do everything, all that stuff. So yeah, that was a good race out there. Not bad race by Gravedigger as he is getting ready, and we are moving on to the next truck. Coming next is going to be Hiccup in Kamikaze. And it's funny because no one can ever see Kamikaze in Monster Jam, but NDaC cartoon, you can. We're not going to get to that, but anyways, let's get it on right there. Not bad for a start timing racing. At least he's trying to keep it better right there. And surprisingly, he's trying to make it seem like, to be obvious. Down to the final turn, looks like he's trying to get in there. And, oh my goodness. And it looks like it's going to be an NA or a disqualification. Yep, an NA. Well, I hate the fact that, it's going to be an NA because the tire already popped out the front of the right side of the tire. It didn't work out great. He wanted. I know he didn't like to see that way, but it's not. You can't do nothing about it. A good race by Kamikaze, but I hate the fact that, yeah, you're going to get a flat tire and that's going to cost you everything like that. So there's nothing you can do about it. So it is what it is. So that's how it is. Here comes Wander in Monster Mud, representing everybody remembers this cartoon show called Wander Over Yonder. Yep, from the Disney Channel or Disney XD. There he is, the furry little fuzzball. He's the only driver that drives Monster Mud, and it looks like he's trying to keep it decent right there for his run. And into the final turn, looks like he got messed up already, and that, I don't like the way he reversed it. And and looks like similar to Kamikaze, but this time it's going to be in the back side of the, the tire. I hate the way it has to be this way, but you can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is. So yeah, that's not really the way. You can't do anything about it. I hate the fact that this has happened to be this way, but you can't do nothing about it. So that's how it is and how it happens. So it is what it is. You can't prevent things from happening like that. We're going to Timmy Turner in Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Or I'm so sorry, I meant Hot Wheels Racing number 1. I'm sorry, I'm used to calling that. He drove Hot Wheels, he drove Team Hot Wheels Firestorm, and now there it is, Timmy Turner in Hot Wheels Racing number 1. He has a good relationship with the Hot Wheels guys. That's really awesome and all that stuff. And I believe that's going to cause him because that's going to slow him down and stuff like that. And it's going to be 15:68. That's the timing. And oh, careful, Timmy. And he got shut down by the officials. It looks like they're going to have to fix the back tail light of the right side. But the good thing, he'll be okay right there. Although Timmy Turner, he's just doing his best. But it's not the way he wanted to see like he's trying to do. But still, trying to get it up there. Trying to show it off and everything like that. So, yeah. That's how it is and everything. I like the part he spin around and the fans love this so much. But remember, this is not tricks or best trick or freestyle. If it was freestyle or best trick, it was considered score. But right now, this is timing racing. Here comes Swampy and Samson. Not bad for his first run out there. As he's trying to, keep in the game out there. Trying to, run it over right there. And Swampy got to be careful. Oh my goodness. Careful, Swamp. Swampy's got to be careful out there. He's trying to do everything he can. And, that's considered disqualification. Yep, he did not jump the thing. So the problem is with Swampy, he got out of the way, because the problem is that he got in the way of the turning cars, and that's going to cost him. He tried to do the jump, but I know I hate to say this, but he's very disappointed, and that's going to cost him a disqualification. I hate disqualifications. I hate NAs. That's two things you got to avoid. But remember, there's nothing you can do about it. Here's a person who's taking the lead in this tour right there. Star Butterfly in AMPM Boss. It's great to see Star Butterfly in a long time. Well, probably a while because, you know, she's mostly in the Wolf's Head monster truck, but now she's in AMPM Boss. Although that she's native to another dimension, and now 1356 is her timing, but she's locally in California, and this truck was based in California as well, the AMPM Boss. Not bad right there from the old school truck, from an old school name, based on a gas station from the California territory in the West Coast area, for a lot of people that didn't notice. But yeah, that's a really impressive run. Here comes Ryan Turner, Timmy Turner's son in Kraken. We know that he's the big brother of both Tommy, Tammy, and he has Felicia, which is a baby sister, because, you know, Timmy's married 3 times. But let's see how the run goes. Ryan's trying to, you know, keep it going right there, and we will see, maybe, hopefully we'll see more of Timmy Turner's kids in the future if they can join. And the timing racing will be 17:28. Not bad by Ryan Turner in Kraken. And I like the part how he's trying to, you know, keep it consistent, everything like that. You know, there's no doubt about it. He did everything he can, you know, he tried to show it off, to show it everything for all the fans out there right here in Denver, Colorado. And now he is our last competition. And ladies and gentlemen, your timing racing winner goes to Star Butterfly with the rapid fast of 1356, followed by Gravedigger, Hot Wheels Racing 1, Kraken, El Toro, and moves on. But man, AMPM Boss is really phenomenal, her race. So this is a neck and neck between Kraken and AMPM Boss. I mentioned earlier that she is taking the lead. Well, she is, but Ryan Turner, he's trying to catch up right there. So this is a neck and neck between Kraken and AMPM Boss. So we're going to get ready to see. Coming next, everybody, is going to be the two-wheel skills competition right here in Denver, Colorado. We're going to see Swampy in the Samson monster truck, and is driving the truck that is created by the one and only Dan Patrick. I love the arms, like especially the arms of Samson. Really not bad and stuff like that. Anyways, Swampy looks like he's trying to get it everything he can. It's been almost, wow, years he's been to the World Finals. His very first and the only time has been to the World Finals with the Samson monster truck was back in World Finals 17. No, I'm sorry, World Finals 14. Yes, it was World Finals 14, which at the time we were at Sam Boyd Stadium in Viva, Las Vegas, before the relocation, you know, years and years later. But anyways, we're going to get to that. Anyways, not bad for his two-wheel skills. He's trying to do the Stompy. Not bad by Swampy, you know, representing the app game for a lot of new generations that didn't notice that he's based on an app game from Disney's Where's My Water. If you guys can play it, I think it's still available. I'm not so sure. Probably might not. It's an old game. It's been around for a long time. I've seen this game, but still. Anyways, the score is going to be 1.089. Fans gave him a 1.092. Expert judges, 1.082. That's a really decent score right there for Samson, but, you know, it's pretty not bad out there how Swampy's been trying to do his best and everything like that, but still, yeah, not bad. I'll give him that. The Swamper over here is just really phenomenal in his race and stuff like that, so good eye to Swampy, but still, we got many more trucks action coming out there. Here comes Hiccup and Kamikaze, and good thing they replaced the tires. Shout out to his co-workers, his crew members, especially the crew chief. They worked so tirelessly hard to replace the tire, and now Kamikaze's back, and we're gonna see what he's gonna do. So his first race up there, and he's gonna go to the reverse, and he's gonna go right there, and whoa, careful, and oh man, that's an NA. That is considered an NA. The officials shut him down because at least he didn't damage the wall. He barely touched the wall, but you know, you got to be very extremely careful and cautious because, you know, that's what's going on right there. So yeah, it's considered an NA, so that means he's considered no score. I hate that happens. I hate NAs that happens to these drivers, but you know, sadly, rules are the rules. You can't do nothing about it. So, you know, there's rules that you got to follow and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how it is. Good eyes to, you know, Hiccup. You know, he tried his best. I'm not saying he's terrible, but he got freestyle. So good thing he'll be back for freestyle. Speaking of that, here comes everybody's favorite little fuzzy little alien, or this fuzzy little guy, Wander, from the show called Wander Over Yonder, representing that Disney Channel show, and now he's in Monster Mud. He's the only driver in Monster Mud. Last season we had Pacifica with Monster Mud, but fortunately she's now in Sparkle Smash to move on to another truck, and now he's the only driver of Monster Mud. Let's see if he can try to make it to the World Finals. The last time he was there, I remember, was World Finals 25. He did have a good season that season, but for some reason I don't know what's going on. Although his crew chief, you know, try to give him advices and stuff like that, and he's gonna be, oh, not bad. He's gonna be trying to like doing a perfect two-wheel skills maneuver right there. Okay, not bad. That is pretty decent stuff. So he still got one more hit to go. And oh, is he going to do it again? Okay, and the fans in Denver are loving it so far right there. Okay, I will give him that. Not bad by Wander. This fuzzy little guy, he's just, you know, trying to be phenomenal. I'm not so sure this is going to be the end of the run or the officials. Well, I think they're going to say they're going to give him one more hit. I think they just give him a rarely chance. So this has happened rarely for a lot of people that didn't notice. They're allowed to get second chances on the first hit. That depends on the officials, their decision. I know some rules is kind of weird and stuff, but that's one of the weirdest rules we have, but that's how it goes. Anyways, he's going to reverse it, and no, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, wait, no, hold on. He's getting a second chance. Okay, let's see. But the thing is that the good thing, they only get one chance only, because if they mess up for the second time, they're not going to get any chances. Not bad by Wander. Okay, I'll give him that. You know, he's just really rocking and rolling out there from, you know, his run, everything. Pretty good, decent run, everything like that. So at least he's eligible to make the score right there. We're going to wait till what the decisions has made for the scores out there from the judges. Anyway, score is going to be 5.824. Not bad. Fans give him 5.895. Expert judges, 5.839. I mean, pretty decent score. I'll give him that. That's a really good start of the score right there for Monster Mud. Not bad by Wander. You know, he's just done everything in his phenomenal race out there. Just show it off. You know, I'm very proud of this kid. You know, he's just doing everything he can, but that's really amazing run. Here comes Junior and El Toro Loco, one of the part of the Orca family. We know he has brothers, which is, you know, Shamu, Bombshell, Little Captain, including Chubby. Actually, Titan. I'm sorry, Shamu's not related to them. I mentioned earlier, I forgot to mention, Shamu is not related to them, but he's a family friend of theirs. Anyways, it's funny because we have all 5 brothers are competing right there. Oh, and look at the twisted score. Oh, man, I hate when this happens. Man, if only he would have saved it, he would have get a good two-wheel skill score. But for that, it's going to consider a no score. And I can hear the booings going on right here in Denver, Colorado. All fans are booing right now. They do not like the way how it is. But, you know, I don't blame the fans. I understand. Yes, I can feel it, but that's how it is. Well, unfortunately, you know, I hate that there will be no scores for El Toro Loco. I hate to do this to this poor guy. You know, he didn't deserve it. But, you know, rules are the rules. You cannot change anything. That's how it is. We have to keep it fair for every drivers of the sport. So that's how it is. And you can, you know, prevent things from happening and stuff like that. Here comes Ryan Turner in Kraken. Let's see what he's going to do to rocking and rolling out there. We know that his father has been in the World Finals. We know that he is god-grandfather has won a World Finals champion. Now he's retired, and his god-grandmother is doing, you know, doing absolutely phenomenal. And now we know his brother, or his god-brother, you could say, Poof, is doing somewhat doing out there in his tour. Pretty not bad, but I don't think it's going to be considered a score. I hate to happen to this to poor Ryan. You know, the kid didn't deserve it, everything like that. So still, it is what it is. You can't prevent things from happening. Yep, it's considered an NA. I hate to happen for this poor guy. You know, he didn't deserve it. Nothing has, but you know, like I say, you can't prevent things from happening. That's how it is and stuff like that. So, yeah, so can't do nothing about it. So that's how it is. Speaking of Ryan, here comes his father, the one and only Timmy Turner in Hot Wheels Racing #1. I talked to Timmy earlier about what is it like now that you have your son now joining, and now you're going to have 3 kids that they're possibly going to join Monster Jam. Do you think so? He said, yeah, maybe we'll see how whatever they want to do, but I know my oldest son, Ryan, wanted to be part of it, but still, we'll see how it goes for the other 3. Really not bad by Timmy Turner for his first hit. He's also a 2-time World Finals Freestyle champion. He won a Freestyle champion back in World Finals 3 with his godfather, Cosmo. And he also won another Freestyle champion back in World Finals 19, which at the time, believe it or not, we did the first ever 32 monster trucks when he used to drive. And it's funny because his first Freestyle champion win was Hot Wheels. The other one was Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. And let's see if he can try to win it with Hot Wheels Racing #1 to represent Hot Wheels. He has a great relationship with Mattel, and you know, he had a great strong sponsorship with these guys. And you know, shout out to Mattel and Hot Wheels for making these amazing, beautiful, glorious trucks and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, let's go look at the instant replay right now. Not bad for his run, but we'll see what the score is going to be. The score is going to be 1.020. Fans gave him a 1.011. Expert judges 1.021. Pretty not bad run right there by Timmy Turner in Hot Wheels Racing #1. You know, he just done everything in his phenomenal race out there. Something like that. So kudos to Timmy. You know, he's been one of our longest drivers. We don't know how long we're going to have him, but we'll see what he's going to try to do. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Chicken Little in Gravedigger. Let's see what he's going to try to do. He said he kind of missed the old chassis, how the old school Gravediggers run. Well, they're not really old school chassis. They're just like replicas from it. We know that Lola Bunny's driving his chassis because Lola wanted to drive something old school, so we decided to switch him up. And unfortunately not the way he wanted to do, because right now him and Lola, they change or switch chassis because he's driving the same chassis that Lola drives and Lola's driving his chassis from the other tour. Unfortunately, there will be no score for Chicken Little. I hate to see that poor little guy. You know, he didn't deserve everything what's happening to him, but like I say, things happen for a reason. You can't prevent things from happening, but yeah, a lot of things happen, but you know, you can't prevent it, so that's how it is. Here comes supposedly I believe this is our last two-wheel skill if I can recall, but I'm just not going to get to that right now. Here comes Star Butterfly in AM/PM Boss. Although like I mentioned earlier before, she's from the other dimension, although she grew up in California with Marco Diaz from the representing the show called Star versus the Forces of Evil, and now there she is back again, not in Wolf's Head but in AM/PM Boss, representing a gas station and also an old school truck representing from California. And the funniest thing is that a lot of people that didn't notice, for anyone that watches Herbie Fully Loaded, the movie, remember the monster truck? That is the chassis from AM/PM Boss. So it looks like the chassis is bought back. Well, it's not the original chassis, this is just a replica, but a different version of it. But still, we decided to give it the truck a little 80s design with the shocks. If anyone didn't notice, it has some spring shocks just to entertain all, you know, for everyone. And it looks like she's going to reverse it. Not bad. I like the part how she's trying to oppose it to, you know, to entertain the fans right here in Denver, Colorado, the Mile High State. Not bad run by Star Butterfly, although she did shut her truck down and waving it to all the crowd, giving blowing kisses to all her fans out there. She's saying that she did it for the fans. That's what she wanted to do for everything, what she's trying to get in the game. And the score is going to be 2.506. Fans gave her a 2.411. Expert judges 2.500. Not bad run by Star Butterfly. At least she just keep it, you know, consistent, her run out there. There's still no doubt about it. I like the part how she's just not trying to, like, you know, forcibly force herself to, you know, get on the game, all that stuff. So yeah. Anyways, congratulations to Wanda and Monster Mud for winning the two-wheel skills competition. Star Butterfly made it to second, Swampy made it to third, then Timmy made it to fourth. The top four guys, they got boosted up. The last three guys, they did okay, and then whoever didn't made it because, you know, they didn't have their, you know, moments and stuff like that, but still, it is what it is. But still, what a good run right there by two-wheel skills. Not bad for all the competition, what these guys did. But still, you know, not bad for Monster Mode. I'm very proud for Wander, you know, well-deserved win. But still, we are going to go to the official Monster Jam NDaC Carters fans' favorite, the freestyle competition. And speaking of that, we add a bunch of crush cars from the turning cars. Some of them were from the turning cars, but we add some little extras because we want to give some crushing for all our old school fans out there. And our first competition, here comes Wander in Monster Mud. And Wander and all the drivers are testing out the track right now. Their favorite thing is that they add a lot of crush cars. We're probably hoping we can add more crush cars in our near future. I don't know, what do you guys think? You guys want to see more crush cars? I know, comment down below at my official channel, AALS3179, which I know you guys are watching right now because we're broadcast with AALS, my official channel. Anyways, this freestyle has just started right there. Not bad for Wander and Monster Mode, representing the doggy out there. And I realized that he has like an orangey brownish fur, same as the truck. So that looks like that truck was made for him to drive it up right there. Not bad run out there, and he's just, you know, keep it consistent right here in Denver, Colorado. And he's going to be doing some crushing out there. And I bet the fans are loving it so far. We're giving back what fans wanted to see. Some old school carnage out there on the tracks and, you know, seeing some crushing cars. And no, we're not using no loaders to crush any cars before it gets touched. We're not doing anything like that. We want to make sure our cars stay crushed by these trucks. And we don't care because, you know why? Because we care about our fans and we care about our areas and our old school stuff. Anyways, I don't want to get to that. But still, oh, and there's a problem with Monster Mud. Oh, can he save it? Save it. No, I hate it to see that way. I got a little distracted earlier, but still, oh my goodness gracious gosh. Well, what a good run by Monster Mud. I'm very proud of this little fuzzy little fur ball. Did everything he can out there to show it off. And the score is 2.150. That's a good score. Followed by the fans gave him a 2.140. Expert judges 2.137. I mean, not bad really run right there by Wander Monster Mud. He just did absolutely phenomenal race out there. But still, I'm proud of this kid. Here comes Swampy in the Samson monster truck. Let's see what the Samson's gonna do. Representing the man who created Mr. Dan Patrick himself. Love the truck. Glad it's still around, you know, quite a few times. Hopefully we could see more of this truck in our near future. Not just because I know a lot of people see the truck from the east. Hopefully we could see it more in the west coast. But anyways, we're gonna get to that. Samson looks like he's trying to rock and roll out there. He hasn't been in the World Finals since World Finals 14, which is his first and only World Finals. He would love to get back, but the only thing he's trying to get back is his points. And it's hard because, you know, there's a lot of tough guys and tough gals out there. They're going to be very extremely hard out there. Well, be careful for slowing down that last turn, Swampy, because you are wasting a lot of time and you're making the fans like think that, you know, the fans want to see more. You know, that's what they wanted to see. But we will see how it goes for Swampy out there. Let's see. 55 seconds to go for Swampy and Samson, and looks like he's going to go right there. Oh my goodness, can he try to save it? And no save. No save. Well, that was a good run out there by Swampy. He's just doing everything he can, driving this PEI chassis. Not bad right there by Swampy. Swampy did everything he can out there. I know his crew chief's trying to tell him what to do and just be careful and all that stuff. Anyways, the score is 2.050. Fans gave him a 2.043. Expert judges 2.075. Not bad by Swampy and Samson. He did everything in his phenomenal race out there, trying to do everything he can out there to show it off. But still, yeah, you know what, a good race out there by Swampy and Samson, as he did everything in his phenomenal race out there. Here comes Hiccup in Kamikaze. Let's see what the Hiccup is going to do. And Hiccup is getting ready. I like his funny name, Hiccup. You know, he was a former driver of Necessary Roughness. And now he's getting to drive another truck because Necessary Roughness is no longer an existed truck in the world of Beammonsters. Because since Kamikaze is not part of, you know, everything, so Kamikaze is the only truck that's available. Although he already broke the truck from the right side of the thing. And I just realized that he did not compete in, probably he didn't compete in two wheels because I'm not so sure, but I'm not going to get to that. Anyways, not bad run right there. Oh, he got stuck? No, he's not stuck. Okay, he's still good. He's still keeping it alive and going. Although he's trying to keep it alive and going right there. And he's still, if he can try to keep it survival. And I'll stay. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's going to consider it an NA. Yup. I hate to see what happened to poor Hiccup because, you know, he's been getting a lot of bad luck so far. It is not the way he wanted to do, but I understand that. I hate to see the poor Hiccup. He had to suffer like this, but that's how it happens. But, you know, you can't prevent things from happening, so it is what it is. So, yeah. Although he has an NA, not the way I wanted to see from poor Hiccup. He tried everything he can out there to show it off, but still, it is what it is. Trying to make sure that he's trying to keep it going, keeping it consistent, but it is what it is. All right, coming next, everybody, here comes Timmy Turner, Hot Wheels Racing #1. Let's see what Hot Wheels Racing #1 is going to do. And then, like I mentioned before, he drove a lot of trilogies with a bunch of Hot Wheels because he's the only one that made a name for himself with all those Hot Wheels trucks. And we're going to see what he's going to do. And to start it up, and that's not bad for his run of the start right there by Timmy Turner. Looks like he's trying to, you know, trying to see if he can try to get his boost up his points out there. It's been a while he has been to the World Finals, but we're going to see what he's going to try to do to get in the game out there. Timmy Turner looks like he has I mean, it had a little help from assistant from, you know, turning himself around and stuff like that. Oh, careful, Timmy. He doesn't want to flip the truck over. Although the venue's not as big enough, but at least he's trying to do his best. And if he can try to save it, no, he's not. I hate to tell everyone this, but there is a considered a no score, so the loaders are going to come out and save Timmy Turner's life from that. Or, you know, nah, he's fine. Because, you know, road cages, they always protect the drivers. Unfortunately, there will be an NAs for Hot Wheels Racing #1. I hate to see poor Timmy had to suffer like this, but like I mentioned before, you cannot do anything about it. Things happen for a reason, so that's how it is. So, what a good run by Timmy Turner, you know. At least he did his best. But, you know, he can't do nothing about it. Speaking of that, here comes Junior, the Orca in El Toro Loco. They had to replace the body because, you know, what happened. Remember, I mentioned the bodies have been damaged and stuff. Every time when the body gets damaged, no worries, Nickelodeon NDaC Cartoon Network will replace bodies. That's why they have 3 or sometimes 4 backup bodies just in case they're going to need some extras or something. But most of the time, it's 3 the max because we have 3 competitions, which is racing, skills, and freestyle. Now back for El Toro. Oh, and can he be careful? Can he save the truck? Yes, he saved it. Good, he saved it. And that's what the fans wanted to see. As long as El Toro Loco is still standing out there, he's still eligible to make the score. The official didn't shut him down. It looks like they were thinking about shutting him down. Looks like he's okay. He made his hand signals. And be careful by hitting the wall. Well, unlike in real life, if you hit the wall like 3, you only get 3 strike penalties. If you hit the wall like 3 times, that's considered your freestyle's done. And, oh no, not the way he won. Oh, and yep, that's going to shut him down. Yep, they're going to shut him down. I hate to see poor El Toro has to suffer like this, especially Junior, but you know what? Things happen for a reason. You cannot do anything about it. So, you know, safety is our #1 priority, especially to all our trucks and drivers. And not bad run by El Toro. And the score is going to be 2.003. Fans give him a 1.990. Expert judges, 2.090. I mean, it's an okay score. At least he tried, but still not the way he wanted to see and stuff like that. But still, it's a good run by El Toro Loco. I will give him that, you know, trying to show it off, everything. So, yeah, that's how it is. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Turner in Kraken. Now, for a lot of people, is going to ask, who's his mother? It's Trixie Tang. So, yeah, in this world, let's just say Timmy has been married 3 times. The first one was Trixie Tang, and that's Ryan Turner's mom. And the next 2 were Tammy and Tommy, based on the real-life show. That's Tootie's kids. And now he has a daughter, the youngest one, which is Felicia. That is under Chloe. So, yeah, that's how it is. Anyways, we're going to get back to it. So, Ryan looks like he's trying to do the best he can. Oh, be careful with the wall. Oh, the official shut him down. I don't know if they're going to let him run, but they're trying to give him hand signals. Okay. So Ryan gave him hand signals saying, can I still run? The officials want to make sure everything's good, so he's still okay. But they did give him a warning. They said if anything happens a little bit more, they will shut him down and end his freestyle. The officials have a right to end freestyles, but that depends how it goes and stuff like that. Man, even the crush card that you guys saw a second ago, it's flat like a pancake already. And that's one thing we love to see, crushing cards. Ryan's going to do everything he can, and oh, he's going to crush the card that's barely been touched, only in the side. That's what he's trying to do. And trying to do everything he can. Doing the jump out there, not bad, okay. Don't give him that. And trying to do the best he can out there, trying to show it off. And looks like he's trying to, keep it consistent for real, that's what he's trying to do. 28 seconds ago, Ryan's trying to make sure he's getting the run out there. He wants to be like his father, his god grandpa, his god grandmother, and his god brother. But we'll see how he does. Or his god uncle. I'm so sorry. I meant to say poof, his god brother. I meant that's Timmy's god brother, but more of a god uncle. Let's put it this way. Not bad right there by Ryan, and he's doing everything he can out there. And the score is going to be 2.156. The fans gave him a 2.184. Expert judges, 2.150. Not bad right there by Ryan Turner and Kraken. He just did everything he can out there to show it off and try to do the best he can out there. Anyways, not bad run by Ryan in Kraken. So yeah, Ryan Kraken did everything he can, and we're getting ready to get it started. Here comes our second to last freestyle. We got the last 2 trucks before we crown our freestyle winner. There's Chicken Little Gravedigger, and oh, it looks like the flag, the Jolly Roger flag, is already off the Gravedigger. And now we're going to see what Gravedigger is going to try to do. And trying to do the best he can out there, trying to keep it consistent out there, show it off out there. Not bad run, for the start right there by Gravedigger, although the Jolly Roger flag is gone out there. But it doesn't care. It's not going to stop him from loving it so far. And he wanted to continue, get in the game out there, trying to show it off. Make sure he's going to get the run out there. Perfectly jump out there by Gravedigger. Oh, no! And looks like he's going to try to save it, and no, I don't think so. Ugh, I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens to poor Gravedigger, but you can't do nothing about it, so all that stuff. So yeah, that's how it is and everything. Not bad run by the Gravedigger, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to be, but looks like it's going to be a score, 1.000. He just barely bypasses 1 minute. Fans give him a 1.002. Expert judges 0.049. I mean, it's all right score, but he tried everything he can, but trying to keep it consistent for everything, but still, it is what it is. All right, here comes our very last freestyle competition, Star Butterfly in AMPN Boss. I asked Star Butterfly, do you like driving this truck? Because this truck's like a replica from the 80s of California, and I know you grew up mostly in California. Her response was, yeah, I was enjoying my teenage life in California, and representing something that is California native, but what I'm here for is to see what's going to happen for this season, and we're going to see how it goes. Not bad by Star Butterfly. Oh, careful. She's going to get shut down. Oh, good thing she didn't. The officials barely saw it. She just almost barely touched the wall. Good thing she didn't. And she's eligible to still run. Not bad run right there by AMPM Boss. I really love the retro, the color retro design. How it is. It gives every fans the 80s, you know, the 80s vibes of everything. We're going back in time. It's like you're going back in time. It's like, are we in what? Are we in 2026? Or are we in the year of 1986? I'm not so sure yet, but I'm going to let everybody decide this one. A bad run right there by Star Butterfly. Butterfly's trying to get in the game out there. It looks like she's trying to keep it consistent. Okay, I will give her that. The AMPM Boss trying to do everything she can out there. Rocking and rolling up there. 30 seconds to go. And oh, careful, careful. Oh, man. On top of the wall. And now the officials were going to shut her down. Man, good. Good run. Good Lord for, you know, for Star Butterfly. Even though she may be a nice person, but she knows how to tear off the track, everything, and rocking and rolling out there. Star Butterfly never gave it up. And the score is going to be 3.560. Fans gave her a 3.592. Expert judges 3.589. Not bad by Star Butterfly in AMPM Boss. She really rocking, rolling, rocking in the streets, everything. You know, rocking around the track out there. And she did everything it can. Not bad run by Star Butterfly. Anyways, the fans gave the winner goes to Star Butterfly in AMPM Boss. She's really happy for a win, followed by Kraken, Monster Mud, Samson, El Toro. List goes, moves on and on and on. Man, what a great show we have had right there here in Denver, Colorado. Phenomenal run. And our overall event champion goes to Star Butterfly in AMPM Boss. I'm very proud for her. She's been hauling right there. And now she boosted up her points. She's still remaining first place, taking the leader tour. I remember this girl already during her time that she was okay, not really that much, but now she's dominating. A shout out to Beammonsters and the other creators of the mods, whoever's the creator of these trucks and the tracks. We want to say thank you guys for creating these. We want to give a shout out to them. Their names down in the description down below. We couldn't name everybody. That's how far we can name. So yeah, give them the love that they deserve. Don't forget to hit the like, comment only in my channel, AALS3179. Share and subscribe on both of our channels, Monster Jam and NDaC, including my channel, AALS. Well, what a good show we have here in Denver, Colorado. Until next time, everybody, we will see you guys on the next video. Good night, everybody, from Denver.